Hello sweeties! It's the week of 31st of May 2020 and already they're starting to dig some of the aeroplanes out of mothballs, which is so great. Which means it won't be too long before we're dragging our frozen butts up the Himalayas again, or shopping in Harrods or whatever your thing is. And yeah, of course, we've all been battered somewhat, but look at the good stuff. There's clean air out there and the animals are strolling through the parks and we've had a break from our lives. And we've reminded ourselves how much we love our friends. These are lessons to be remembered. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe, it's free. And press the bell thing, you'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that, let's get to the stars. Gemini, my little leprechaun, the planets are all with you now. It's true they're not all behaving that well, but they're definitely visiting and they're doing their best to show you a good time. So what you need now is a lavish dose of personal attention. If there's no one around to slobber all over you, you'll just have to indulge yourself. Have a bubble bath, drink champagne out of your shoes, or maybe a glass would do just as well, whichever. Anyway, do what you can to remind yourself how fabulous you are. And if there's a lover around, do something impressive enough to reignite the fires. We can take people for granted when they're in our face all day, and that's never good. Money's mildly dodgy at the moment, what's new? But you're coming up with ideas, and Friday's full moon is especially inspirational. Pay attention. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little cupcake. You're in one of your chatty moods. And that's great, as long as you've chosen the more charming of your dialogues. In fact, if you use these energies well, you can persuade anyone to do anything you like. Organize your finances, give you a massage, generally fix your life. But if you start with that whining poor me thing, you know what I'm talking about, you'll send all the fans straight out the door. So use this stuff well, all the stars are on your side, and then of course there's that fabulous full moon on Friday, which is out there especially for you, it's your planet. Make a list of desires. Read them out loud to the moon with plenty of gratitude. There's magic in the air now. Don't waste it on garbage. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little rosebud. This is your week to take charge. The energies are with you and they're handing over the reins whether you want them or not. The career comes first, what's left of it, and it's on a roll. There are people around who can help. There are discoveries to be made that can make you rich amazingly. You might even use this time to start your own business. In fact, why not make that the focus of your week? You can handle the love drama later. Either way, no big decisions before Friday's full moon has cast her beams. But still, you'll need a little patience to keep the balls rolling. The planets are in slow-mo, and that means everything's happening at half the normal speed. Too annoying. And there's nothing really wrong with that. You can catch a nap between snacks, your favorite. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little watermelon, look at you. You're in fantastic shape considering all the drama, and you're handling everyone's moods without getting sucked into their crap. This is really important. You've got enough problems of your own without thinking you have to rescue the entire neighborhood before breakfast. So while you have some time, find ways to reinforce your own self-esteem. Relationships are a bit tricky now, so don't expect too much there. But if you have anything important to say, to anyone really, now's a good time. You're thinking clearly and you're saying what you mean, so go for it. For business deals, wait for Friday's full moon. You'll know what to do by then. Something really big is on the way. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my adorable little tadpole, pay attention. Just because your planet is moving backwards doesn't mean nothing good's happening. It just means you have to watch the details as they go past. Nothing's happening in the normal way. But then you probably figured that out by now anyway. Still, there are some fascinating money opportunities coming your way. The love life's fairly hopeless, but that's not really your fault. The career is on a definite upswing. So, instead of ranting at anyone who comes too close, how about focusing all your attention on your talents? If you need to brush up your skills, do it now. There are a million opportunities for anyone who's ready to try something new. Don't sit around waiting for something good to stroll through the door. Get off your butt and be spectacular. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little elephant. Are you plodding along half dead with boredom, wishing you could reach out and touch someone? It's true, it's just not natural for someone as passionate as you to be stuck in a cupboard. Unless, of course, you're in one of your frozen controlling phases, in which case, get out this minute and go for a walk. Either way, progress is really slow now. So take a very careful look at the money options before you dive into anything new, and don't sign anything until after Friday's full moon, which should incidentally bring some good news. About time. Oh, and it's definitely enough with that ego thing you're doing, you know that one? I'm perfectly fine and I don't need anyone's help. Please, everyone needs help, especially now, so ask, idiot. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little kangaroo, how are you doing? Look, the love life may be driving you bananas, but it's certainly not boring, and for you that's always the most important thing. Besides, the trouble could stem from the fact that you've been completely distracted by all your new internet pals. Think about what you want before the problems get real, and try for an actual conversation. You can do it. The career, meanwhile, is doing its own thing, although it certainly is inviting you along for the ride. There's not much to be done just yet, as long as you're keeping the books organized. The health, of course, could always use a little attention, but never mind all that. There's a full moon on Friday inviting you to change your life, if you like. Think about what you want. The moon is in a really generous mood. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little koala bear, just stand still for a moment and take a look around you. There are a million opportunities for love, for money, for work, and you're ignoring them all. You're still waiting for that neat little contract all signed and stamped and tucked into an envelope. Well, those days are over. We're living in the Aquarian age now, and that means nothing makes sense anymore. You have to be creative enough to keep up and organized enough, when you get around to it, to help that long line of idiots standing behind you. But never mind about them just yet. Something good is on the way. While you wait, say yes to everything and then check it out. Friday's full moon starts the ball rolling. Pay attention. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little ice cream cone. Are you having one of those weeks when nothing makes any sense? And isn't it fabulous? For the first time in centuries, you get the chance to find out what you're really capable of. You've spent so much time trying to fit in that you've forgotten who you really are. So now, instead of sitting around feeling like a weirdo, you're being given cosmic permission to get interesting. This is your time. No one is judging you. In fact, they're all wrapped up with their own dramas, so they couldn't care less what you're doing. So make the most. Really big career changes are coming, and while you're digesting that, changes in your spiritual direction will take you down a fascinating new road. Suddenly your dreams and wishes are different, and just to add to your confusion, there's a huge argument with a friend, which strangely you don't mind. It's all just part of a new adventure, and you're definitely ready for one of those. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little donut. Just for a change, you're completely absorbed by the career, which means anyone who wants your attention had better just stand in line. The really interesting part is that there's a life-changing offer hovering in the wings. But you have to be willing to change your life. And weirdly, even though you've been through some really ghastly stuff in your life, you're very reluctant to let go of your past. It's a Pisces thing. For some reason, part of you believes that you need to suffer. And sure, if you're determined to do that, go right ahead. But the offers are there, and as the gurus tell us, spirituality is about walking the mystical path with practical feet. Nothing about beating yourself up along the way. But hey, it's up to you. The goodies are there if you want them. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little raspberry. Take a deep breath, sweetie. Does it feel as though your life has turned into one long, hideous suburban nightmare with dishes to wash and not one single dragon to slay? Oh well, it's nearly over. And even you have to join the real world every now and then. Besides, your relationships need a little extra attention. The love planet is moving backwards until the end of June, so you have to treat everyone in your life as though they're made of glass. They're all far too sensitive now, which is a huge pain, but you're the strong one. You can keep it together for them. Better news is that Friday's full moon brings in the harvest. There'll be extra money or some fabulous new offers. Get ready to negotiate. It won't necessarily all go the way you planned, but it'll be interesting. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little peach blossom. You're still trying to do everything at once, and it's turning you into a grumpy old weirdo. Look, it's not entirely your fault. Your planet is taking a sabbatical until the end of June, so you're wondering what's happened to your life. Typically, you think controlling everything is the way to go. Well, ha ha. Firstly, nothing is controllable except maybe your attitude. And secondly, as you'll discover the moment you calm down. Good things only come by when you stand aside and invite them in. So this is the week for letting your life come to you. There's no extra money around till next week anyway, although Friday's full moon will probably bring some good news. And you need some TLC. Be nice to yourself. And even nicer to them. They're the ones putting up with you. That's it for Taurus. Thank you, fabulous creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Now, whenever you're feeling down, surround yourself in a bubble of golden light and tell yourself you're being protected. Then, ask your angels to help you move to the next place. And keep smiling, even if you don't feel like it. Smiling shifts your vibration. Try it, even if you think I'm talking absolute crap. What have you got to lose? Now, if you'd like to subscribe, just press the button. It's free. And you have a great week. Remind yourself all the time just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.